care about that. I mean, Mom might. And you might, because you're going to hang it someplace. That's okay, that's good, nothing wrong with that. But other people don't care. Instead, what they care about is what you do. And what you do is going to earn your respect or lose that respect. So I'm going to tell you 3 things that you got to do to earn respect. I believe this, or I wouldn't share it. Number 1, you got to be consistent. Consistent in word, consistent in deed, consistent in purpose, consistent in passion. You got to be the same person all the time, everywhere. Not just when you want something from someone, but when they want something from you. You got to be consistent. They've got to be able to know, I understand. That may not happen immediately. That's why consistency is over time. But you got to be consistent. You got to understand who you are. You got to understand who others are, and then you got to be consistent in your relations with them. Number 1, consistency. Number 2, now remember I said there are 3 ingredients. Just because you're consistent does not mean you'll be respected. If you're consistently an idiot, you will not be respected. Right? There's more. Number 2, consistently making quality decisions. Quality decisions. I'm talking about well-asked, well-thought-out decisions. I'm not talking about knee-jerk reactions. I'm not talking about opinions that you try to sell as fact. I'm talking about doing the research, doing the homework, thinking through, preparing yourself, talking to other people, gaining insight and information, and then making a consistent quality decision. And notice I said quality decision. I did not say a perfect decision. There is no such animal. The only way to make a perfect decision is to have perfect knowledge of the future. And I don't, and neither do you, as much as you'd like to pretend you do. We've got to understand that every decision we make has the potential to fail. And many of them will. Now, what do we do when those decisions fail or go wrong or not right? Then we've got to be consistent in taking responsibility quickly and publicly for them. My bad, I messed up, I fell short, I didn't see it all. But then give it here, I'll fix it. I'll do everything I can to rebound. I'll do everything I can to make it right. I don't want anybody to be hurt by my failure. And guess what? People will rally to your cause. Consistently making quality decisions. That's 2 of the 3. Now the 3rd. And I'll be honest with you, the 3rd is the hardest of all. The 3rd is the ability to interact with other people. Now what I'm really saying is the ability to get along with people, all kinds of people, especially people who are different than you, who look different, think different, act different, decide differently, etc. The people that can learn to interact with everyone put themselves in a position to be respected beyond what even they can imagine. Let me ask you a quick question, just a quick question. This is for me. How many of you, no names now, but how many of you can think of someone you work with? I'm not talking about family and friends. I know that you might be thinking about your father, you work with him, right? But how many of you can think of someone that you work with now, that you come in contact with, either personally, physically, or maybe even a telephone call from them? Whenever you hear from them, hear their voice, hear something from them, it makes you feel better. I mean, you're uplifted, you smile, you look forward to the entertainment, the engagement, the interaction with that person. How many of you can live? Don't hold up your hand if you can't think of a name and a face right now, but how many of you, if you can hold up your hand? There's somebody in your work life. Oh, isn't that wonderful? Let me tell you something right now. Those people are a blessing to you. A blessing. However, listen carefully. You don't get extra credit for loving the lovely. I want to see you show hands now. Be honest. How many of you can think of somebody that walk in right now and someone you work with, you think, I'd like to slap the face right out of them. Now we're being honest, right? And therein becomes your opportunity to lead influence and impact other people. Because if you can get past yourself and instead focus on others, then we're already thinking about people instead of thinking about ourselves. That's where we make a difference. Because most people won't. Most people won't. If they don't like someone, they'll walk away from them. If they don't like someone, they'll avoid them. Those of us who are leaders realize we've got to work with everybody, every segment of the community. Everybody has a say in this community. Not all of them are smart, not all of them are reasonable, not all of them are fun or happy or whatever. They don't all like this room. But they're still neighbors and friends, stakeholders in terms of the decisions that we make. Now, if you do those 3 things, I challenge you. If you do those 3 things, consistently making quality decisions and doing it on the part of all involved, Amazing things can happen. First starts with them respecting you. Now, I'm going to give you one more, then I'm going to quit. Okay, the second one is, you got to be loyal. You got to be loyal. You know, every leader, not everyone, but many leaders that I've known over the years, and because of what I do and working with leaders, I've known thousands of leaders. Some superficially, I admit that, but I've known a bunch. Every leader wants loyalty from those that they follow, whether it's loyalty from the electorate, loyalty from customers, loyalty from students, loyalty, whatever. Everybody wants loyalty. I did this, I've sacrificed this. This is what we say to ourselves. We don't always say it out loud. But they're not loyal, they're not appreciative. You can use whatever word you want. Okay? But when we see loyalty, we never forget it. Several years ago, I'm now living back in my home state of Kentucky. I was gone for about 20 years. At this time, when I tell this story, I was still living in Florida at the time. I was flying back from Florida to Kentucky to do a tow program in my state. Now, I'm a native of Western Kentucky, and I was about to speak in South Central Kentucky. So I flew into Louisville, Kentucky. Then I had to rent a car to drive 2 hours to do a presentation for an organization that afternoon. I flew in the morning, was going to do something late that afternoon. Landed in Louisville, Kentucky. I've done this hundreds of times. I have over 2 million miles on Delta alone. This is not a first-time experience for me. I fly into Louisville. I walk up to the Avis counter. I already had my credit card, my license out. I know the drill. The young lady says, "Yes, sir, can I help you?" "Yes, my name is Philip Manager, your wizard number," and I gave him my wizard number. "Oh, yes, sir, Mr. Manager, thank you for your loyalty. And can I have you?" "Oh, you see the drill, you know the drill." I was already holding it out there. She takes my boat, my credit card, my driver's license. She looks up, she looks at me, checking the picture, you know how that goes. She looks up, looks at me, looks back down, then looks up at me, and her expression changed. I noticed it. I didn't know what happened, but I noticed the expression changed. She looks at me and she says, "Sir, we can't rent you a car." I said, "What are you talking about? Can't rent me a car?" No, yes, sir. We had your reservation, but we can't rent you a car." I said, "Why not?" "Sir, your license has expired." Oh, man. And I immediately looked here because all down here was Hertz and budget and all that. And she said, "And they ain't going to rent you a car either." "Sir, if I rented you a car, they would fire me. Sir, I can't do that." And I understood that. I had just let my license expire. I didn't know it. I knew it was coming up, but it just slipped my mind. Too many things going on. Now I go into crisis mode, right? Thank you. I took my car down. Now, what am I going to do? How am I going to get here? Am I going to have to rent a cab? That'll cost me hundreds of dollars. I got to get down there. And you know how you are. First thing popped in my head. Friends. Who do I know in Louisville, Kentucky? Who do I know in Louisville? Right? Isn't that what we do? Fall back on friends? I didn't have any family in Louisville, Kentucky. My only option was friends. And the first name that jumped in my head, I don't know if you know this person or not, but we went to school at Murray State. His name is Rob Gerald. Do you know Rob? First person that popped in my head is Rob Gerald. Now, Rob and I were good friends in college. Good friends, and we spent a lot of time together. But, I don't know how you women are, but men, I think not if I'm right, men can see somebody not seen for 10 years, and we'll come back, it's just like we never missed a lick, right? That's how Rob and I didn't send him Christmas cards and all that stuff. You know? And I thought of Rob. And so I thought, I'll call Rob. He'll help me. So this is before cell phones. I went over to the payphone, and I'm looking through the book. There's Rob Gerald's number. I called Rob Gerald. Female voice answered. I know who it is. It's Ruth. His wife Ruth. I knew her too. Went to school with her too. But was not as close to Ruth as I was to Rob. Friends, yes. Great friends? No, not really. That's been a stretch. Okay? So, female voice answers. "Hello?" "Yes, hello, is this Ruth?" Yeah, who is this?" "This is Philip Van Hooser." "Philip Van, holy cow, how long it's been for? We haven't heard from you." I'm thinking, too much, Ruth, that's too much. She says, "Phil, how in the world are you?" "Ruth, I'm doing great." "Phil, where are you?" "I'm in Louisville, Kentucky." "You're in Louisville right now?" I said, "Yes." She said, "Well, I certainly hope I can see it." I said, "I do too." I said, "Ruth, I got to cut to the chase. I said, "Ruth, I'm in a bad way. I'm here at the airport. I'm trying to rent a car. My license expired." And then I said, "Can I borrow a car?" Now listen to what she said next. Ready? That was it. There was a couple I was, somewhere in there. I mean, I didn't even think what I was doing to it. All right, until we got into it. But it was, oh my gosh. She didn't know what to say. And then, of course, if I hadn't been so stressed, it would have been funny. It would have been funny. But I really wasn't funny. And finally, I said, Ruth, is Rob there? She said, no, he's not. He'll be almost desperately. He'll be back in 15 minutes. How about if I call him in 15 minutes? Yes, that would be a good idea. I hung up and I sat there for 15 minutes and I'm thinking, this is not right. This is not fair. I shouldn't even be doing this to my friend. But what other options do I have? I call him 15 minutes later. I swear as I'm standing here, I swear this is the truth. This is how the conversation went. I called the male and the male answers the phone. Hello, Rob, Phil. Where are you, buddy? I'm at the Delta counter. Hang tough. We'll be there in 10 minutes. That was it. The phone hung up. 10 minutes later, I'm standing down on the curb waiting. Two cars come wheel, well, a car and a truck come wheeling up. In the front car, there's Ruth driving that car. The back car is Rob. He gets out, he pitches me the keys of the truck. We greet, we hug, you know. We hadn't seen each other in years. I swear it was less than 3 minutes that we were together. He pitches me the keys. He said, the registration's in the front seat or in the glove compartment. If you get pulled over, tell him whatever you want, I'll back you up. And I was gone. I pulled away from the curb as they're getting into the car. As I get out the evening with them, I realize we haven't even made any plans for the next evening. I roll the window down and I holler, hey, dinner's on me tomorrow night. They gave me the thumbs up and I was gone. Now, by the time I got to my location, I already had my opening worked up. You know what I was going to do, right? But here's the cool thing. The next night when I got back home, got back to Louisville, sitting with Rob and Ruth at dinner, we were needling Ruth, of course, a little bit, and she was a good sport. Then Rob said, Phil, I need to tell you a story. Happened today. I said, all right. He said, Ruth took me to work this morning, but I forgot she couldn't pick me up this afternoon because she had a meeting. I forgot that I had not arranged for a ride until just before work was over. Then she said, I started going around the office. Hey, anybody going my way? Anybody give me a ride? So one of the young women in the room held up her hand. Yeah, Rob, I live out by you. You can ride with me, but why? Is your car in the shop? No. I loaned my car to my vehicle to a friend. Really? Was that Tony or Wes? Or, you know, when we work with people, we get to know people's friends by extension, right? Was that Tony or what? No, this is a friend you don't know, a friend from college. I haven't seen him in years and years. You loan your car to a person from college? You haven't seen him in years and years? Yeah. Why'd you do that? Well, he doesn't have a license. Rob, you loan your car to a friend from college who you haven't seen in years who doesn't have a license. Rob went, yeah? Rob, where do you take your car? I didn't ask you. You loan your car to a friend from college that doesn't have a license and you have no idea where you took your car. That's right. Rob, why would you do that? To which Rob responded, he's my friend. Yeah. Is that not cool? Think about what this group in this room could do if we sort of broke the barriers. And so we're all in this together. We're friends. I don't have to like everything about you. I don't have to agree with everything. We don't have to agree on every stance. But we all live here. We're all neighbors. We all got to do something important. I think leadership is about service and action, not about the positions that we occupy. And I think that if we put our service and our capability to take action into play, it's virtually nothing this organization can do. Thank you so much, number one, Elaine, for the invitation. For you all who have done and will do great things. For the rest of you, if you like more information about what I do, I didn't bring a business card. I do have some books in the back. You can see them if you're interested when we finish. But give me a business card, and I'll be happy to put you on my distribution list. And we send out videos occasionally and messages and stuff. If you want to be a part of that, I would welcome just give it to me or pitch one on the table back there. I'll be happy to pick it up. But the thing I want you to know more than anything else is that we're all committed to serving and taking action for the Lord to give us opportunity. Thank you very much. God bless you.